Are you looking for the best gaming monitors? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best gaming monitors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27UCDM. The best gaming monitor we've tested is the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27UCDM. It's a premium 4K, 240Hz monitor with a QD OLED panel. It provides both outstanding picture quality and fantastic gaming performance. Motion looks extremely clear thanks to its near-instantaneous response time, so there's almost no blur behind fast-moving objects. It also supports HDMI and DisplayPort 2.1 bandwidth to take full advantage of modern graphics cards and consoles. Additionally, it features some notable extras, including Dolby Vision support, a USB-C port that supports DisplayPort Alt mode, and a KVM switch. Its QD OLED panel delivers perfect blacks in dark rooms without any haloing around bright objects, and colors are vivid. It also gets bright enough to fight most glare in most well-lit rooms. However, keep in mind that blacks look purple in bright rooms as the black levels rise. You can check out the ASUS ROG Strix OLED XG32UCWMG if you want a 4K, 240Hz OLED whose black levels remain low in bright rooms. It also has a dual-mode feature that boosts the refresh rate to 480Hz with a lower 1080p resolution. However, the XG32UCWMG lacks some features the PG27UCDM has, like display. Number 2. LG 27G3XMN. If you don't need a 4K option like the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27UCDM, check out the lower-end LG 27G3XMN instead. It's worth getting when it's on sale for less than the ASUS. The main difference is that it has a lower 1440p resolution, so images aren't as detailed, and text isn't as sharp. That said, it's a much better choice for competitive gaming because it has a higher 540Hz refresh rate for a smoother feel. Plus, it has a dual-mode feature to boost it to 720Hz with a lower 720p resolution, giving it versatility for playing different types of games. Besides that, it's very similar in terms of features. It also includes HDMI and DisplayPort 2.1 bandwidth to take full advantage of modern gaming consoles and graphics cards. One difference with the ASUS is its panel. The LG uses a tandem OLED panel that doesn't have the same vivid colors as the ASUS, but it has a few other advantages. It gets brighter in HDR as small highlights pop more, and it maintains low black levels better in well-lit rooms. Its matte coating also absorbs light well in bright rooms. That said, you may prefer going for the ASUS ROG Swift OLED PG27AQWPW if you want a glossy tandem OLED instead. It usually costs more than the LG, though. Number 3. Dell Alienware AW2725DF. If the LG 27G3XMN is too expensive for your needs, there are some great lower-cost OLEDs you can consider. One of those is the Dell Alienware AW2725DF, which is considerably cheaper than the LG. The main difference is that it has a lower 360Hz refresh rate, so gaming doesn't feel as smooth, and it lacks a dual-mode feature, too. It also has fewer features than the LG because it doesn't have high-bandwidth HDMI and DisplayPort inputs. This means you can only reach its max 360Hz refresh rate over a DisplayPort connection, and your graphics card needs to use compression to do so. While it's also an OLED, it uses a different type than the LG. The Dell's QD OLED panel has more vivid colors, with the downside being that blacks look purple in bright environments. It provides other benefits of an OLED, like its deep blacks in dark rooms, near-instantaneous response time, and highlights that pop. However, if you want something brighter, you should consider a tandem OLED like the LG 27G3XMN. That said, it has a lower refresh rate than the Dell and can sometimes cost more. Number 4. KOORUI S2741LM. If the Dell Alienware AW2725DF is still too much out of your price range, there are some great lower mid-range options you can check out, like the KOORUI S2741LM. It differs from higher-end options in that it lacks an OLED panel, resulting in poorer picture quality. It has a mini LED local dimming feature that makes it incredibly bright and improve the black levels in dark scenes, resulting in an impactful HDR viewing experience. That said, it's not perfect, as there's black crush in dark scenes, resulting in a loss of details. While it doesn't have the same near-instantaneous response time as the Dell, motion still looks good. Its response time remains consistently fast at any refresh rate. It also has a native 4K resolution and 160Hz refresh rate that you can change to 1080p, 320Hz, so it's versatile for playing different types of games. Plus, it has an HDMI 2.1 bandwidth to support most signals from gaming consoles. Overall, despite some drawbacks, it still offers solid gaming value at its price point. Number 5. AOC Q27G3XMN. As you get into budget monitors, you get fewer features than with high-end models, but some still offer good gaming performance and picture quality. That's the case with the AOC Q27G3XMN, one of the few low-cost monitors with mini LED backlighting, similar to the KOORUI S2741LM. It actually has better picture quality than the KOORUI because its local dimming feature is more effective at improving the picture quality with less black crush in dark scenes. Plus, it has a higher native contrast ratio, so it displays deeper blacks if you don't use its local dimming feature. However, there are a few trade-offs versus the KOORUI, which is what you can expect from a budget monitor. It has a lower 1440p resolution, so images are less sharp. You can't boost its 180Hz refresh rate to anything further, either. It also lacks HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, so it can't make full use of gaming consoles. While it has a fast response time, it has some black smearing, which is one of the downsides of its VA panel. If this doesn't bother you, you can also check out the similar AOC Q27G3XMN if you can find it available in your region. It performs similarly for the most part and even has better local dimming, but it has worse motion handling.